Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I wanted to talk to you about the 5 tracks that are available to you as a disabled veteran with the VA through the VR&E program, which, in addition to providing services to you, it also provides money per month while you're enrolled in the program. So there's 5 different tracks. Most people are hyper focused on only one, and so that's why I wanted to jump into this and share it with you, give you a little bit of framework around it. So please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate it. Every thumbs up, every minute watched helps to push this out into the hands of those that need it, and I appreciate each and every one of you doing that. Many hands make light work, right? So that's what we're trying to do here, is get the word out. All right, let's jump into this. Veterans Readiness and Employment, Chapter 31. If you have a service-connected disability that limits your ability to work or prevents you from working, Veterans Readiness and Employment, formerly called Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment, can help. This program, also known as Chapter 31 or VR&E, helps you explore employment options and address educational or training needs. In some cases, your family members may also qualify for certain benefits. So, on the VA's website is where I'm reading this, so straight from the horse's mouth. There is a little bit of a little more information on here that I'm just going to kind of read through, and then we're going to jump over to the 5 tracks just to share that information as well. So on this page, it says, for service members and veterans with service-connected disabilities, VR&E tracks for service members and veterans. That's where the 5 tracks are. It also breaks down eligibility, how to apply, and the form to apply is the form 28-1900. I suggest call the VA. You can also do it online very easily, or you can call the VA and ask them how if you need a little more additional assistance. We'll also jump into the eligibility aspect, but first I want to jump into these 5 tracks so you can see if there's something that might fit within what you're trying to accomplish in your life, and not just you. In fact, it could be a brother, a sister, a son, a daughter, a father, a mother, whatever, right? So it's important that we understand what's available, and this will give you some sort of a little bit of glimpse into the program so you could have enough information to be dangerous and share it to other vets, right? So let's jump into the tracks here. VR&E Support and Services Tracks. If you're a veteran or service member with service-connected disability that impacts your ability to work, the Veterans Readiness and Employment Program is here. The first track we're going to talk about is the Reemployment track. The Reemployment track. So, as a veteran, you're protected under the Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act of USERRA. This means you can't be disadvantaged in your civilian career because of your service. If you are a veteran with a service-connected disability, and the reemployment track can help your employer accommodate your needs, your vocational rehabilitation counselor can provide a full range of services and can refer you directly to the Department of Labor to begin the process. Find out how Veteran Readiness and Employment can help you return to your former job and support your employer in meeting your needs. All right. Can I get help returning to my former job through VR&E? It's the question, and it says you may be eligible for help if you're a veteran with a service-connected disability and you meet all these requirements. You have an employment barrier or handicap. You're enrolled in Veterans Readiness and Employment, and you'd like to return to your former job. And then it has a notation here. Having an employment handicap means your service-connected disability limits your ability to prepare for, obtain, and maintain suitable employment. A job that doesn't make your disability worse, is stable, and matches your abilities, aptitudes, and interests. All right, what's the next track? The next track is Rapid Access to Employment track. Let's read a little bit about that and see if this is something that might fit your need. If you want to follow an employment path that uses your existing skill set, the Rapid Access to Employment track can help you with your job search. We offer counseling and rehabilitation services that address your abilities, aptitudes, and interests. Find out if you can get Veteran Readiness and Employment VR&E benefits and services to help you use your existing skill set to find a job. Can I get employment counseling and job search support through VR&E? You may be eligible to get these benefits if you're a service member or veteran with a service-connected disability and you meet all of these. It's the same things as the one before, right? You have an employment handicap or barrier that's basically a service-connected condition. You're enrolled in VR&E and you've already have experience, education, or training in the field of your interest. All right, the next track, number 3, remember we're going to go through 5, is the employment track through long-term services track. Let's see what the VA unfolds here for us and see if we can find out any nuggets. So VR&E, employment track through long-term services track. If you have a service-connected disability that makes it hard for you to succeed in your employment path, you may be interested in the employment through long-term services track. We can help you get the education or training you need to find work in a different field that better suits your current abilities and interests. I'm going to stop there for a second. This is the primary focus when we talk about VR&E, is this track. This is the track in which they go, hey, look, your abilities, your interests lead to these types of jobs. Your current disabilities are barring you from really succeeding in these current opportunities and jobs that you already have experience in. So we need to bridge the gap of education or training to be able to get you one of these other jobs that you'd be interested in, have the ability to do. So let's put you into whatever it is. Could be you're going through for a master's degree, right? It could be that you go to the Automobile Dealership Institute and get a cram course in 30 days to become a finance manager and get placed at some sort of a automobile dealership or motorcycle dealership, tractors, off-road vehicles, whether it's UTVs or quads or what have you, and move on from there. So it just depends on your interests, your abilities, and what the right education or training is to get you placed into the right job. All right, let's move on. Again, this is the most common route and the most commonly talked about track. So moving on here, it says find out if you're eligible for professional or vocational counseling through training through Veterans Readiness and Employment. Can I get professional counseling through the VR&E? You may be eligible, again, if you meet the employment barrier, you have service-connected disabilities that's barring you from certain kind of employment. You're enrolled in VR&E. Your service-connected disabilities make it hard for you to prepare for, obtain, or maintain suitable employment, and so on. The next track, number 4, is the... Did I skip one? The next one, okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is the self-employment track. So this might be interesting for some folks out there who want to become self-employed. So VR&E self-employment track, if you're a service member or veteran with a service-connected disability and employment barrier who has a strong desire, skills, and drive to run a successful business, you may be interested in the self-employment track. Find out if Veteran Readiness and Employment can help you start your own business. Can I get help starting my own business through VR&E? You may be eligible for these benefits, again, if you have those criteria. You have service-connected condition, you're enrolled in VR&E, and your service-connected disability makes it hard for you to prepare for, obtain, or maintain suitable employment. Now, what comes with the self-employment track? They got 4 bullet points here. Coordination services to help with developing a proposed business plan, analysis of your business concept, training in small business operations, marketing and finance, guidance in getting the right resources to implement your business plan. After you develop your business plan, The VA VR&E program will review it and evaluate whether self-employment and the proposed business are viable options for you. All right, so the next and last final track here through VR&E is the independent living track. This one's very interesting because most people don't know that this even exists. So let's read through it. VR&E independent living track. If your service-connected disability limits your ability to perform daily activities, right, of daily living like bathing, dressing, accessing the community, and interacting with others, and you can't return to work right away, you may qualify for independent living services through the independent living track. You may also receive these services as you work to find a job if that's a goal and your vocation rehabilitation counselor and you have both created, right? In both cases, your VRC, the The Vocational Rehabilitation Counselor, VRC, can help you restore your daily living activities. And then it moves on here. There's a little change in some of these. It says, can you get this service? You may be eligible for it. All of these must be true. You have a serious employment handicap. So that's written out as SEH, serious employment handicap. And your disabilities prevent you from looking for or returning to work. And you are in need of services to live as independently as possible. All right, so what do you get? There's 4 bullet points here. Depending on your needs, services may include evaluation and counseling to identify your needs and goals, referral to support resources, evaluation to see if you are eligible for the VR&E Home Adaptation Grant. This grant is part of the rehabilitation plan to improve accessibility features in your home. Guidance to help you understand if you're eligible for our adaptive housing programs. These programs can help you make changes to your home, like widening doorways or adding ramps so you can live more independently. And then it says here, these services generally last up to 24 months. In some cases, you may be able to use these services for longer than this. So essentially, it's helping to get you on a path, and then they're going to let you be the bird and fly out of the nest, right? So very good, 5 tracks. Just wanted to bring those to everyone's attention. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Have a great one, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.